Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's debate motion is this house would let the government fully own and manage all public transportation in Indonesia. So I am as opening government. I will deliver. The main issue is that Indonesia's current public transportation system is not working well because it's run by both the private companies and the government. So this causes problems like lack of safety per service in rural areas and unorganized systems. We know private operators often focus on profit and ignore the public needs. We believe that public transportation should be treated as a basic right for everyone, not a business. So that's why we propose that the government should fully own and manage all public transportation in Indonesia. With uh, with public accountability and long-term planning, the government can build sustainable transportation system that serve the public interest. And then I am as opening opposition, I will deliver that the real issue is not about who owns the public transportation, but how to make it better for people. We believe that a mix of private and public roles is better. But private companies bring innovation and better service, while the government can provide infrastructure and support the areas that need help. So we don't fully support the current system, but we want to improve it. We propose that a system where the government works with private companies as a partnership. This way, the government doesn't need to take over everything, but can still make sure to the system to be safe and fair. This approach also fits better with Indonesia's different regions and needs. And then I am as closing government, I will to sum up. The current system in Indonesia is broken because there is no clear control and plan. The opening government has shown that the private sectors doesn't meet the needs of all Indonesians. Only full governmental control can make it public transportation more equal, savory, and well planned. We also add that government run system can support the environment and economic growth. The opposition say private companies are more efficient and innovation, but they also ignore the needs of rural areas and safety. We believe the government can be both the efficient and fair to proper reform. Public transportation should be for people, not for profit. That's why we support this motion. And I am as closing opposition, I will deliver that making the government fully own and manage all public transportation is risky and unnecessary. The opening opposition gave a better solution like keep private companies involved but with stronger government rules. We agree and add that Indonesia is too big and diverse for one size fits all system. A central plan may be not work for all areas. Also, nationalization is too expensive and lead to more corruption. We reject that. We reject the idea that only the government can ensure fairness because with smart rules and cooperation we can have a better system without giving up efficiency and innovation. So We strongly oppose full nationalization and support a mixed, flexible model instead. And finally, I will summarize of bad cases. First, for the government teams believe that Indonesia's public transportation system is not working well because it is hard to share the control and plan between the private companies and the government. So this causes problems like poor safety, high prices, and limited for access in rural areas. The government think the transportation should be fully controlled by the government. So the public transportation it can be fair, safe, and more available for all people in Indonesia. The government team also have planned to create one government agency to manage all public transportation in Indonesia because they believe this will uh, help the system run better and support the long-term plan, the long-term goals like protecting the environment. The argument also argue that private companies care about profit than public needs. And then I will summarize the opposition teams. Opposition teams thinks that the problem is not who owns transportation, but how to make it better. They believe it's best if the government works together with private companies instead of government full control, but they suggest improving the current system by adding the stronger rules and better cooperation. This way, the system can stay flexible, improve service, and more rich for people. They say private companies bring new ideas and fast service while the government support the areas that need help. They warn that full government control could be slowly expensive and not fit Indonesia's different regions. Okay, so that's all for me. Thank you.